Midnight, October 1871. 600 armed black soldiers move silently through the woods of South Carolina. Their target, a plantation hideout where 11 Klansmen are hiding in fear, the captain leading this operation. A former slave named Jim Williams. What happens next? America buried for 150 years. Because when those doors burst open, something shattered forever. White supremacists' belief that black people would always be helpless. They couldn't let future generations know the truth. Black soldiers didn't just resist the KKK. They destroyed them, militarily, completely. But to understand how this happened, you have to go back to 1865. The end of the Civil War, 4 million black Americans are declared free. But freedom on paper doesn't protect you from people who still see you as property. Across the South, ex-Confederates refuse to accept defeat. They form a secret terror organization. The Ku Klux Klan. They burn black homes, assassinate black leaders, lynch anyone who tries to vote or buy land. Sheriffs protect the killers, judges free the murderers. Local governments ignore the violence. Black people have nowhere to turn, but here's the part America erased. Black communities didn't just suffer, they fought back. They formed state-authorized militias. Legal, organized, disciplined military units, led by black officers. These weren't mobs, they were soldiers. Uniforms, rifles, drills, government authority. For the first time in American history, black men who had been enslaved just 5 years earlier now commanded armed companies, and white supremacists lost their minds. Newspapers published racist cartoons showing black soldiers as dangerous. Politicians screamed Negro rule. Confederate veterans warned that arming black men would cause a race war. But the truth was simple: black militias weren't hunting white people. They were protecting their communities from terrorist attacks. Whenever the KKK rode into a county with a strong black militia, something unexpected happened. The Klan lost. President Ulysses Grant understood the danger. He'd fought to end slavery, he wasn't about to let the Klan rebuild it. So in 1871, he signed the Ku Klux Klan Act, declaring martial law in parts of South Carolina, and sending federal troops to crush the terrorists. But here's the secret: federal troops didn't do it alone. They worked directly with black militia companies. For one brief moment, black military power had the full backing of the United States government. Black captains interrogated ex-Confederates, black soldiers arrested Klansmen. The entire racial hierarchy flipped upside down. White supremacists were terrified, because violence had always flowed in one direction until now. And in October 1871, everything exploded after a black militia soldier was lynched by the Klan. Most officials expected black communities to back down, but Captain Jim Williams had seen enough. He gathered his 600 men, no torches, no noise, just boots marching through the Carolina night. Their target, a plantation owned by a Klan leader responsible for multiple murders. What happened next became legend. Williams' men completely surround the house. There's no escape. The doors splinter. 11 Klansmen are dragged out in their nightclothes, tied, marched, and delivered to federal custody. Not a single shot fired, pure discipline. A perfect military operation. This was the Klan's worst nightmare, not chaos, not revenge, but organized black power, and the movement spread. Black militia captains led similar raids across South Carolina. In Union County, 19 Klansmen arrested in one night. In Spartanburg, Klan members fled the state. Where black militias patrolled, terror attacks dropped by 90%. Do you understand how big that is? Black soldiers defeated the original KKK completely. Federal prosecutors arrested over 600 KKK members. Trials began, witnesses testified, Klansmen were convicted. The myth of the Klan being unstoppable was destroyed. Not by white heroes, but by black military organization. America should celebrate this victory, but instead it erased it. Northern politicians got uncomfortable seeing black soldiers arrest white men. Funding dried up, federal troops withdrew. Southern white supremacists regained power the moment they did. They moved to dismantle black militias forever. They confiscated weapons, arrested black captains, outlawed black self-defense. And then they murdered Jim Williams, no trial, no justice. Just a lynching to erase the man who had beaten the Klan. Then came the final blow. History books rewrote everything. Schools taught that Reconstruction failed because black people were unprepared. They said the Klan was too powerful to stop. They erased the fact that black soldiers had crushed them. This was not forgotten history. This was suppressed history. The KKK didn't disappear because white Americans morally evolved. It fell because black militias defeated it militarily. The second Klan, the one from 1915, only rose because black communities had been disarmed. Every Jim Crow law restricting guns, meetings, and black organizations was designed to make sure the Klan would never face another Jim Williams. Because when black communities are organized, armed, and unified, they don't just survive racism, they defeat it. That's the truth America hid. Black resistance, not white permission, is what protected black freedom. So remember October 1871. Remember the 600 men marching in silence. Remember the raids. Remember the 90% drop in terror. Remember the victory they erased. The Klan fled. Terrorists were arrested. Justice was served. It happened. It worked. And they buried it, but not anymore.